It's the 1920s. The Great War finally ended, but it's not a happy time for Frances Ray and her mother, the only survivors of their family, with no income and living in a big, expensive house. So they decided to rent part of this house to lodgers, or paying guests. And these are a young married couple, Leonard and Lillian Barber. They are polite and kind, with a young energy, and they will help pay the bills. But as Frances gets to know her new lodgers, her feelings become more passionate, and soon a romance starts blooming, a forbidden one. In the midst of post-war England, as people started going back to their lives, new classes were emerging, and hairstyles and dresses became shorter, we have a very private, lonely story about two people who dare want to actually be happy in each other's arms. Hey bookworms, welcome back to my channel and to another book review. On this video, I will talk about The Paying Guests by Sarah Waters, about a forbidden romance in 1920s England. So let's get right into it. This was a wonderful book. That's it. Thank you for watching. No, just kidding. Sarah Waters writes so wonderfully. I realized that even when I read a plot by her that I don't find very interesting, it's the atmosphere and feelings she conveys that makes everything worth it. If you read other books by her, you'll probably know what to expect in terms of quality and storytelling. But if you haven't, and I reviewed 2 books by her, I will link them down below in the description box so you can hear what I have to say about them. She is a master in atmosphere. She brings history back to life, and you really get immersed in the world of her books, from the slang of the area to the daily habits of its people and the fashion of the time. You know how you can sometimes read modern books about a previous time period and you can just tell it wasn't written back then? Mostly because the point of view is very modern, the women will be way too independent, or people will be way too judgmental and politically correct, things like that. Waters isn't like that. She really understands the time periods she writes about. Now, if you read anything about this book, it was probably what I have prior to reading it, that this book is slow, but good, and this is actually a very good description. This book is not a short one, and it takes its time, so maybe if you're looking for a gripping flight book, I wouldn't necessarily go with that one. However, despite sometimes wondering when the action will start, I couldn't stop reading The Paying Guests. But if you're still worried about being bored, I will let you know that about the halfway point of the book, a big plot development happens that changes the pace of the book completely. From that point on, it became a huge page-turner, so stay tuned for that. So as mentioned, Waters really immerses you in the world of the book, and here I realized that the whole concept of having an affair and the forbidden love in the story felt so real. And no, not because I had an affair, thank you very much. But we all saw movies and read books about people who fall in love even though for one reason or another they weren't supposed to be together. And it's sad, it's frustrating, even upsetting sometimes, but here we get such a clear picture of the dire consequences and the mess of it, of how things spiral out of control, and I really felt like I was there with Frances and everyone in the household, and really felt how the feelings of two people who just want to love each other in peace might devastate and ruin so many people. I really felt for them, for everyone in this book. Even though I'm not a love story person, I really wanted the lovers here to succeed. I really wanted them to have a happy ending. But as the story progressed, I kept worrying because it didn't seem like that was really going to happen. And you keep thinking, how could they have a happy ending? And despite this book definitely not being a thriller, part of you is in suspense because you just want to know how on earth will this book end. And I won't tell you how. You'll have to read the book yourselves to find out. So to conclude, this book is a slow burn that really takes its time with world building and setting up everything. But it's worth every word, even if you're like me and have a relatively short attention span. So I can't even say that its slow pace is a negative. But the characters and atmosphere really come to life, and it's amazing how Waters can take such a simple story, a story that personally will not interest me, this isn't my style at all, and just write it so well that it's absolutely captivating. And with this, we reached the end of this review. Guys, thank you for watching this video. I really hope you enjoyed it. And if you did, please don't forget to click the like button and subscribe to my channel for more bookish videos. Also, if you want to hear my reviews on other Sarah Waters books, I linked them down below for you. Also, write me a comment and tell me of your favorite periodical novel that really made you feel like you went back in time. Guys, again, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.